What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the first daily quarantine vlog. Yes, daily quarantine vlog. This isn't really the style that we do, but right now we're forced into this. We can't go out for driving, we can't go away camping, we can't do any of that. I personally also cannot work to buy mods for my car. I'm not out of work, but I am. Kind of a whole weird situation. I've been stood down, so I still have a job to go back to. Right now I'm not earning any money. So I've had a few mods lying around that I haven't gotten around to because plans changed or I didn't have the time. And I am starting this vlog kind of like halfway, or like 3/4 of the way into a mod, which if you do follow my Instagram, you would know about this. And you should be following my Instagram, because that's what you see, all the behind the scenes, all the updates on cars and what's happening when videos are going to be released. So that is AdamReed_Oz. You can also follow the Livin 4x4 Instagram, which is at Livin 4x4. And then there's Sam's Instagram, he posts a lot. It's Sam_chopped_80. It's all on this screen. You can also follow Mitch's build if you would like, which is extracab_105. Again, it's going to be on this screen. He actually has some really exciting stuff coming up for his car, so be sure to be following us everywhere. There's also a Livin 4x4 Facebook page. The personal Instagrams are really what you should be following if you want to follow the builds and follow what is happening with the channel. I'm going to show you what I have been doing, and we're going to start this video about 3/4 of the way through this mod. It's a very essential mod for this car, or for any 70 series or GQ or anything that doesn't have any sound deadening. So as you can see, I have started sound deadening the Troopy. So it's all gutted, not that it's much, because to gut the inside of a Troopy you've got the passenger seat, driver's seat and the vinyl. There's nothing. This is from Car Builders. I just bought it. This isn't sponsored or anything. I don't one thing I want to bring up, I don't do review videos. I don't think I have enough knowledge to make reviews of products. So I can give you my thoughts and my opinions, but it's not a review. I don't like doing reviews because I don't have the knowledge. If you're familiar with Car Builders stuff, you'll see that this doesn't have any logos on it. That's because I said to them, look, I don't have a lot of money at the moment. And they said, no worries, we can give you the unbranded stuff, which is basically the same, just without their logo on it, and it's cheaper. So I got all this for a really good price. This is stage 1 sound deadening, and then I've got the mass noise liner as well, which is just enough to cover the front area, because I didn't think it was necessary to do the rear in stage 2, because at some point there is going to be drawers and a bed and all that in the back of this car, so I don't think the stage 2 is really necessary. I'm going to be doing the stage 1, and I'm also not doing the roof. I'm doing this so it is quieter, so I can talk to my passenger. I don't need it to be completely silent. I'm also not doing in the door cards yet. I'm leaving them because I can access them at a later time. If I have leftover sound deadening, then I will do them, but if I don't, my main aim is to get all the side panels and the rear and all the floor done that's going to be covered up, whereas in the door cards I can get to that at any point. What else have I done? Oh yeah, again, if you were following my Instagram you would know I grinded back all the surface rust and repainted it all. As you can see, there's some old holes, but the stage 1 sound deadener will seal these holes up, so I'm not stressed about that. So yeah, this is all repainted in just some rust-proof preventative paint from Supercheap, nothing special. As you can see, I've done down the left-hand side, except for this last panel. I've done the firewalls, the transmission tunnel, the footwells, and then just where the seats are. So really today it is finish off both sides. Wheel arches are important, and then whatever I have left I'm going to try and cover up, hopefully, all of this. So I hope that is a good update of the point that where we're at, but for now I'm just going to continue with the sound deadening. I might get it done today, I don't really know, it's early in the afternoon. The things with these daily quarantine, I said daily, I'm going to try my hardest to stay daily. It might not be a vlog every day, it might be a video, but if I can get a video up every day, I'd be super proud. This is basically until whenever I go back to work, so I don't know when that is. But basically we're doing mods that I've had lying around. I probably won't ever finish a whole mod in one day because I am working slowly. I'm not trying to smash it out because I'm not on a time crunch. Each video, there might be 3 videos on the one mod. I don't know, it's just day by day. And also the front locker is still broken. You might be thinking, why am I not fixing that? Well, 1, I cannot be bothered to pull the front end apart again. 2, I don't have the money to buy the new parts, okay? I cannot afford to fix that at the moment. These are all mods I've had lying around. and haven't gotten around to, I'm not actually buying anything new. But yes, the front diff is still broken. The plan is to replace that with a TJM Pro Locker, so proper, which is why it's gonna cost me a bit of money to do. And I also don't want to install that myself because I don't have the knowledge to do that kind of thing. So that is a way away now that I'm not earning any money. We're gonna finish off the sound deadening. I've got a cool speaker box, which that's been a long project over time. That's going to be its own video. It's getting close. It's getting very close. But yeah, I thought I'd make that its own video because that's kind of cool. It's all custom. I really just want to like touch up a few paint things. I don't have anything mechanical to do because I don't have any of the parts. But yeah, it's really touching up the Troopy. That's what this series will be. You'll even see me. I'm going to try and keep it car related, but some things might be non-car related. I don't know where I'm going with it. Hopefully it keeps you guys entertained whilst you're in quarantine, and hopefully keeps me a bit entertained too. I just closed up all the doors because my dad is home and he's building some boxes for things around the house. If you didn't know, 70 series have zero soundproofing. It is so loud inside this car, and it's not because of the exhaust. The transmission makes a lot of noise. It's also a very noisy engine. You know, stuff from the wheels flicking things up, and road noise and wind noise. You know, so there's a lot of stuff that makes this super noisy, and the Troopies are a lot worse than the 79 series because, well, it's a wagon, so it goes all the way and it's so echoey. You can probably tell it's kind of echoing in here at the moment. It's a bit tinny, but it is so much better since I've just done the front. We'll see the difference after I do everything else, but right now the sound is way better by just having that front end. And if you don't know what this stage 1 of car builders sound deadening is, neither do I. I don't know. It just does wonders. It's super easy to install. I'm on my second box here, but technically there's 2 boxes worth of sound deadening in this box. So I have 2 of these. So technically I think on the website it's 4 boxes. Like, I don't know how heavy it is, but if I just drop it from like 1 centimeter, it's pretty heavy. Basically, it's just a bunch of sheets. And I don't know what it's made out of, and it's super easy to install. You literally put it down, well, you make sure your surface is clean first. Put it down, they give you a nice wooden roller, which is this, and you roll over it with that. I've been using the end of this to get in between all the tight areas, which has worked very well. Basically, I've already done the hardest bits, which is around the transmission tunnel and everything. If you need to get around corners, you just cut shapes of what you want, put it in there and fill in the gaps. It's probably the easiest mod. It's so simple, it's just really time consuming. Sorry if there's been a lot of talking, there's been a lot of explaining. Basically, let's just get underway. I am going to do the sides right now. So I'm gonna clean it all up. It's super dusty, I can show you, because this car is not weatherproof at all. Look at the crime that is building up. Yes, I still have the seat belts in for the rear seats. Don't ask me why. I just haven't taken them out. I will probably take them out soon. I don't know if that's why you're confused as to why there's seat belts at the back. I just haven't taken them out. It's literally like 3 bolts. I'll get around to it one day. But yeah, I'm gonna clean up the surface, cut up some things, and show you how easy this stuff goes on. Just before I put this on, let's do a knock test on this side compared to the side that has sound deadening on. So listen to this. It's super tinny and like it echoes throughout the car. Let's go to this side. You can hear the difference in that compared to that's just one layer of this stuff, so it's gonna make a huge difference. I hope the camera picks it up. Let's push it up nice and high so it gets all the way up. And then I just push it down with my hands initially to follow all the curves. As you can see, like, that's already on there. Then you just get your roller, push out the curves, make sure it's sticking, and then just push out any air bubbles. It really is that simple. There is a whole lot to cover in Troopies. Essentially, they're 4-wheel drive vans. So I'm going to continue to fill up this whole side. I would do a time lapse, but I gotta charge this camera. So I'm just gonna fill up this whole side and then I'll bring you guys back to do the wheel arches.
Hey, we need some sound deadening in the bloody shed.
That came out of nowhere.
Melbourne.
We
we just lost power.
Alright, so I've done down the sides, on both sides. Now, this isn't the neatest, because obviously like there's gaps and I haven't matched it up properly. And then on this side I haven't even bothered with down here because your boy kind of likes the sound of his car, so that's where the exhaust exits, so I've got to leave it. But the reason why I've stopped there is I've got about five sheets left, 6 sheets. So I want to make sure I do the wheel arches, and I do want some on the bottom down here. I definitely want to be covering up these holes. But let me show you a quick test of the difference this has already made. So there's no sound deadening. Sound deadening. That's amazing. So if I have some left over, I probably will chuck some in the doors now. I don't think I'll have enough to properly cover everything. It would be nice to have a bit of a thud when I close the doors rather than... It just doesn't sound very nice. Now before I get started and clean all this up and get working, something that's always confused me about this car is this wheel arch is hitting. I don't know why. It'd make more sense if it was both sides, but it's just the right side. Because then you look at the left, that's what it should look like. But the right hand side looks like that. Now I know this car started out its days as a fire relief vehicle, so it might have something to do with that. They needed like a little bit extra space, or the previous owners, I don't know, wanted to put a drawer there or something, or a cupboard. I don't know, but it's quite annoying. I don't know, that's gonna make this job a little bit trickier because it's just got this divot, but yeah, there you go. I don't know why it's like that. I didn't do it. That's just how I got the car. I finished off the other side as well, and I also put some behind it, and this side too. This was a bit of a pain in the ass. I kind of did the best I could. I think that actually looks alright. I put in a bit of effort into how the cards looked. My vinyl doesn't cover them, it goes in between, so you actually do see them until I have a setup, basically. The situation that we have now is I've got 4 sheets left, right? Now obviously that's not enough to cover everything. What I'm thinking of doing is cutting them in half and then just spreading them out across the floor to cover up as much area as possible. Just be a little bit more efficient with it. I don't know if that will actually make any difference to me just laying 4 sheets out straight on the floor, but I'm going to do it anyway. So the main spots that I want to focus on is down the middle where the transfer case is and all that. At the back here I've got a few holes in the floor from previous drawers that were in here, so I just want to cover them up. Basically I've just been, I've been chilling. What time even is it? It's 5 o'clock. Wow, it's 5 o'clock. When I started this video it was probably about 1:30. Obviously this would be much better used in the doors, okay? I know, and in the rear doors, I know. Alright, I do know. Just let me do this. Basically, once I put this down and put the vinyl back over, I don't want to be pulling it up at all for a long time. I can always get to the doors. Alright, so this is what I've done. I've kind of spread it out and, you know, I did the bits where I thought there would be noise. These back ones were mainly to cover up holes, to be honest with you. But yeah, the front, and I wanted to make sure, just because the wheels flick up stuff, I don't know. It'll do something. Soundproofing anywhere does something. It might not be ideal, but that's what we're running with. Now, I actually still have 1 sheet left over, and I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can definitely tell. The roof lining at the very front has fallen down. Since it's down anyway, I'm gonna chuck some of that up it just in that first section. And I was also thinking, I said I wasn't going to do the roof, but then I thought how loud rain would be if it was raining at night time and I'm trying to sleep in the car. It'd be pretty loud, so it probably wouldn't hurt to be putting soundproofing up in the roof. Alright, it's not the prettiest because I decided to use a bunch of scraps. It'll be alright. I don't want to be throwing out like random scrappy bits, because obviously you put them somewhere, it's going to do something. It's not going to be the best in the world, as you can tell, like there's still gaps and all that, but honestly, it will be fine. So we are now out of the stage 1. So we did all down the sides, excluding there, because I like the sound of my car. That's where the exhaust is, if you didn't know. She just pops out right there. That's just me, just don't worry. Yeah, we've done all the sides, we've spaced out around the back areas. The wheel arches are the main thing, and the sides, they make a lot of noise. Honestly, I'm not like too sure if this is going to do a lot, but it's got to do something. As I said, this is going to be covered up and I never want to see it again. Then I never really showed it off too well, but this is the front. So I've gone all the way up the firewall and everything, you know, all over the transmission tunnel. So I really did put in actually a fair bit of effort at the front to make sure everything was fully covered. The lighting is horrid here. That's done. I want to get in it and talk and see how big of a difference it's made since the start. I can actually already tell the difference. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell from the video, but I can tell that there is a lot less reverb going on and everything seems duller, which is obviously what it's supposed to do. Really, we're not going to know until we can take it for a drive. I've still got the, I always forget what it's called, some noise liner thing. We'll go through that tomorrow. That is tomorrow's mod, is finishing off the sound deadening for the Troopy. Right now I would be calling this pretty successful. I'm really excited to take this out on the road because it was just so loud. Like, it wasn't even good loud, it was just noise and it just sucked. So I'm excited to have less of just the noise, maybe more exhaust. Maybe I might be able to hear the exhaust more. To be honest, I could hear the exhaust like first, second gear. And then after that, like, I could barely hear it because it was just noise. And I didn't do any beforehand trials because I'm not allowed to drive anywhere unless it's essential. So I'm sticking by the rules here, guys. Trust me, if you have owned one of these or a 70 series at all, any of the 70 series, you would know why this is so important. But yeah, I'm happy. And I hope you guys are happy with this new little series that I'm going to start doing. Kind of scares me, daily uploads. That's a lot, and a lot of things I got to come up with. That's the thing, coming up with things to do. I'm stoked already and I haven't even driven it, so thank you all for watching. If you have any like little mod ideas, like smaller mods that don't require lots of money or going out and buying lots of things, let me know. Speakers are sorted, don't worry, that's another video. And these panels too, actually I didn't explain that. I haven't had these panels for a very long time because when I bought the car they were just destroyed. There was like no point in having them on there. It looked worse with them on there. So I'm just gonna organize with work. You can download the CAD files for this. We got routers at work and I'm just gonna get like 3mm MDF and that's just gonna go over that. So that's what's gonna happen there. But right now I do not have that at all. Don't scrutinize me too much for when I stuff things up. I'm just gonna say that because I stuff a lot of things up because I ain't no mechanic and I am learning as I go. So I may not get everything right, but that's what happens when you share everything to the world and people just who know a lot more than you do, because I'm not an expert. So thank you all for watching. Stay inside, stay home, keep everyone else safe, do some mods on your 4-wheel drives if you got them, or just tidy them up a bit. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Catch you guys there.
Cup of coffee on the car floor, what's more, Triple J, ignorance today, earplugs, earbuds.